Hello. I tried to record this a little bit ago, but apparently, when I was partway through recording this, and not even halfway, just partway, I realized that I wasn't even fucking recording. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. But, um, you know, now I am recording, so yeah. Sorry, I meant to record and then try to edit this earlier, but it didn't happen. I'm sorry. Anyway, I haven't been starting off with story summaries, but I feel that's probably the best way to do it so you kind of know what we're getting into. So, if you read the title, today we're going to be reading Robot Protectors. So, Robot Protectors. On planet Earth, there's a huge dilemma. There's an 80% chance of kids having their parents not being around to take care of them. People have created robots to help this problem, and some viruses have been reported to have been crawling out of computer. Great. And taking care of children with parents who didn't believe in this issue. Why is it worded like that? Join the human kids going to college, and while everything on the surface seems alright, robots, viruses, and even androids are malfunctioning all across the world, and more are turning bad. Can these kids fix everything before it's too late? I feel like that summary made it sound more cooler than it actually was. Um, let's introduce the characters. And how long is this fucking document? 68 slides long. Oh my god. Alright. Sit back, guys, while I read through this almost 70 slide long document. Okay. Lily Java. Lily is a robot and the caretaker of Jessie. She's the first of her generation. She is 23 physically and actually, but 28 mentally. She cannot do as much as humans can, though. Her favorite color is red. She's very caring and protective of Jessie. She wants to find someone to love, since robots are allowed to do that. I don't know why I wrote it like that, but okay. She hopes she can take in more children after Jessie leaves home, and can see Jessie start his family. She wants to become a human as well. She enjoys doing voice acting in her free time. When Jessie is not home, she will do voice acting gigs and stuff that earn her money. She also lives off of Jessie's parents' leftover money because she was the robot who watched over him. Her birthday is on January 9th, 1990. Does the robot have a birthday? Because that was the day the creators finished building them. Also, I kind of did the thing where, when you're, writing, character stuff, you take a picture off the internet. Um, if it looks like this and you can see this, it's from Rinmaru Games, which is now defunct, but this was an old Rinmaru Games dress up thingy. It's just a headshot. All the other art I'm probably just gonna be censoring unless I don't know, I can source it. I might not be able to. And even reverse image search, I feel like that doesn't do anything sometimes, so yeah. I'm probably just gonna block out the original art. Because initially, like the images when I would take them off the internet, this wasn't gonna be shown to an audience of people on YouTube. This wasn't the original plan. This was just me and my friends, maybe a few other people. Anyways, Jesse Jackson. Jesse's an 18-year-old boy who dreams of being an engineer and build houses. I think these are two different things. His favorite color is blue, favorite food is pizza. He's pretty smart, ranked number 2 in intelligence in school. Despite only 2 years ago, he had about average intelligence. And he's caring for his friends. He gets jealous seeing Caitlin and Kenneth together, though. His parents died in a car crash when he was 4 years old. His birthday's on June 16th, 2000. Also, this was written a few years ago, so the years and dates and stuff don't exactly line up. Sorry about that. Currently rooming with Kenneth. Mackenzie Starr. I'm pretty sure I wanted her nickname to be Kenzie, but I feel like I wrote it so confusing. Mackenzie is a 14-year-old girl who has been orphaned as long as she could remember things. She is a nervous girl and is very clumsy and often is falling over. She also has bad social anxiety and can find it hard to socialize with others. Her favorite color is pastel blue. Fuck. Pastel blue. And her favorite food is pasta. Her parents have been dead way before she could remember anything. She wishes to become an author one day. Her birthday's on September 10th, 2004. I feel like this this character feels maybe kind of self-inserting. Maybe it's just because she wants to be an author, and I also want to be an author. Sorry, I have like 3 pings on Discord right now, and I don't know what those are about. Caroline Blythe. Caroline is an 18-year-old girl who just got into college and she plans to be a veterinarian. She is a variant of the I love you emails and she fears being unstable and hurting Jess. She likes Jess but is afraid of hurting him by accident. I said the exact same thing twice. She is mature, a bit outcasted, and afraid of hurting people. Wow, I just said basically the same thing 3 fucking times. Awesome. I lost my place. Her favorite color is dark gray and her favorite food is hamburgers. Her birthday is on June 15th, 2000. Her powers and abilities as being a virus are deleting important memories from the infected person's brain, deleting a person's ability to hear and sometimes replacing them with a certain song or just constant white noise, and also deleting a person's ability to see. These can be permanent or temporarily, depending on what she chooses it to be. Deleting a person's ability to hear and sometimes replacing them with a certain song or just constant white noise, and also deleting a person's ability to see. These can be permanent and temporarily, depending on what she chooses it to be. Anybody with genes of the I love you virus usually can only affect a person with only one of the things listed above, and to be affected by all is a that many thing chance. Caroline hates her powers and never uses them unless the person is a bad person. Currently rooming with Diane. Harold Gigabyte. An android and protector of Jess. What? Hold on. This is Jesse. I think I got the wrong kid. His dad's a creator as a scientist who knew about what was happening, and he built a robot who then fell in love with a human, and is the first android. He is 23 physically and actually, and 28 mentally. He's human enough to handle food. His favorite color is gray, favorite food is cheesy chicken, and he wishes to one day become a human. He is a bit shy sometimes. His parents are Edward Gigabyte and Daphne Elliott. He likes Lily, but he doesn't want to start anything since he wants to be able to take care of Caitlin and Nelson properly. In his free time, he works at a local orphanage and helps get kids protectors. He also helps the female robot male human couples build babies at the local hospital. All his money was made by himself, but he will use Caitlin's family savings when he needs it, since he feels he needs to be more independent. His birthday is on August 17th, 1990. Caitlin Thorburn. Caitlin is 17 and loves art. She isn't super great at math and stuff if she does it the way she normally does, but she can be great if she pushes herself. She's Nelson's older sister. Her mom died of cancer months after her birth, and her dad took off one day and never came back. Favorite color is purple. Favorite food is tonkatsu ramen noodles. She likes Kenneth for helping her get better at math and science. She hopes that they are near each other in college. She plans on teaching art classes at the high school when she grows up. She is majoring in art. Her birthday is on December 11th, 2001. Currently rooming with Chanel. Nelson Headley. Nelson is a 10-year-old boy under the care of Harold. His older sister is Caitlin. He was an orphan with unknown data about his parents, and Harold took him in. He's a very joyful and cheerful boy. His favorite color is green, and he likes cookies. He loves his older sister a lot. He hopes to be a video game maker when he grows up. His birthday is on March 21st, 2008. Nora Melissa. Nora is a Virion, human virus. She gets bullied a lot and has emotionless expression on her face a lot. She's 10 years old and is best friends with Nelson. She is the personification of the Melissa virus of letters. Her dad's name is Vincent Corey Melissa, and her mom's name is Esther Evie Monday Melissa. She's mean to many, except her parents and Nelson. Her favorite color is light green, her hair. Okay, thanks for pointing that out. And her favorite food is carrots. She hopes to become a singer in the future. Her birthday is on March 24th, 2008. Victoria/Vicky Zeus. Vicky is actually a computer virus. She is 23 physically, actually mentally. Although her malware was only made in 2007, she was one of the early non-popular and not super destructive early versions of this virus. It said early like twice. Kenneth used the internet a lot as a kid. One day on his way home from school, his parents seemed to be gone. On his way home from school? Okay. His computer at the time had malware being used by others, and Vicky was the virus. She saw how sad he was, with no working computer and no parents home, so she forced herself out of the computer and started caring for him. She was under high surveillance from the government because they thought she might infect the whole world somehow. Soon, though, the government saw she didn't want any harm, so they stopped surveillance on her. But every now and again they would watch her. She took in Kenneth because his parents thought the stuff happening was all coincidental and didn't get a robot or android. There are very few of her kind in the world because most viruses don't like humans and prefer to infect computers. She feels that she doesn't need a man at her side. If she were to date, she would prefer to protect someone. Her kind is very human-like. She's very tough and eccentric, but loving. Her favorite food is chili and her favorite color is black. She is a personification of the Zeus malware used to criminal activities. Yes. Though she isn't one to do stuff like that. Her birthday is April 20th, 1995. Leon Underhill. Leon is a human who is around 26 years old. He has two twin children named Blackus and Morgan. They are 6 years old. He meets Vicky when he was in a park while she was with Kenneth, who was doing homework. He is laid back, nurturing and slightly flirty, only to Vicky. He is also very responsible and caring. His ex-wife decided to give him their kids and decided she wouldn't take any responsibility for them, leaving the twins in the care of his dad. Okay, the word he put the kids with his dad, not he took in the kids and took care of them himself. She took off and he hasn't seen her since. Her favorite food is chicken teriyaki and he doesn't have a favorite color. He works as a history teacher at Jess, Caitlin, and Kenneth High School. His birthday is on August 10th, 1992. Kenneth Glass. Kenneth is an 18 boy who wants to be a math teacher when he grows up. He doesn't know what happened to his parents, and nothing about has been found about them. His favorite color is yellow, and his favorite food is chicken nuggets. He likes Caitlin because she's so much more talented than him, because all he's really good at is studying and doing math. His birthday is on October 17th, 2000. Currently rooming with Jessie. Futoni Hayashi. Futoni is a girl that works in the robotic mechanic department. Could have just said the robotics department. Jessie, Kenneth, and Caitlin's school. I think their high school, not no, not the high school. Sorry, their college, not high school. If I remember correctly, they were. This was a college story, except I knew fucking nothing about college, so it was bad. All I knew about it was like dorms and eating, and that's it. She has created countless robots time after time. She is 18 and wishes to become a professional robot creator slash builder when she grows up. Her favorite color is orange and her favorite food is cup noodles. Her hair is dyed and its real color is brown. Her birthday is on June 4th, 2000. She also has two bio siblings, Rokuro, 5, and Judo, 25, and two adoptive parents. Why did I say adoptive? But okay. Annabelle, Verybot, and Donovan Siri, Verybot. Finally rooming with Danny. Okay, is Donovan, is he the only one with the last name, and is his last name Siri? Hiroshi Himura. Hiroshi is one of Futoni's creations. He is a robot with deep red hair. He was created on September 1st, 2018. He is physically 18 years old, like Futoni, but technically only 3 months old. His favorite color is the red, like his hair. Currently rooming with Kate, likes Futoni. Also, I don't like this. Wait, if I redid this, not I would not do that. They would not be shipped together. Lydia Zerdy. Okay. This isn't my character. Yeah, this isn't my character, so I feel like it's just better I skip this over, plus it's taking a long time to do this. Carlina My Doom. Carlina is a virus with two siblings, Roxanne My Doom, 29, and Archer My Doom, 14 respectively. She's majoring in woodworking. She has blue eyes and red hair and two ponytails, and she's also based off the virus My Doom. Her powers allow her to write letters, slash emails with the words error, mail delivery system, test, or mail transaction failed, and cause organs to fail. She decided to go to the human world once realizing how evil herself and her sibling viruses would be. She was 15 when she went to the human world. Although she doesn't agree with her family being evil, she still visits them frequently. Her parents her parents' names are Sean My Doom and Leanna My Doom. Currently rooming with Lydia, like Speed. Danny George. Danny is an 18-year-old human. She has blonde hair tied into two separate ponytails. She also has four siblings: Karen George, 27, China George, 19, Raynard George, 21, and Nicholas George, 10. She's majoring in sewing and plans to open a business that creates high-quality clothes for cosplaying, a big hobby of hers. Like many, she lives with an adoptive parent who's an android named Chandler Apple, currently rooming with Futoni, likes Abe. Cade Pearl. Cade is an 18-year-old android boy with 12 adoptive siblings. I'm not fucking reading those out. Are you kidding me? He's majoring in ice skating. Is that actually a thing people can do? He has gray eyes and black hair. He also has two adoptive parents, his mom being a cyborg that lost her legs named Aurora, and a very android dad named Rondell, currently rooming with Hiroshi, likes Lydia. Kate Vista. Kate is an 18-year-old with one sibling, Derek Vista, and was living with his bio. Oh, I didn't know what that meant. With his bio robot dad, Tyrone Vista. He's an android with mostly external robot parts. He's majoring in video game concept artists. Whatever that means. I'd have to agree. I don't know what that means either. He's purple hair and green eyes, currently rooming with Juloa, likes Carlina. Minor characters. Raj Blackbird, Vidroid, rooming with Abe, likes Diane. Abe, resident Vidroid based off the common resident virus, currently rooming with Raj, likes Danny. Diane Ananova, Virian, rooming with Caroline, likes Raj. Morgan Underhill. She was named after Morganite. Her favorite color is pastel pink. She's a happy and sensitive kid. She loves her big brother and dad, but wishes she had more girls in her life. Her favorite food is chicken teriyaki, the Japanese one. What? Okay, moving on. She hopes to own a restaurant one day. Her birthday is on September 4th, 2012, and she's the younger twin by 5 minutes. Lapis Underhill. He was named after Lapis Lazuli. His favorite color is sky blue. He's cool, calm, and collected. He loves his dad and sister a lot. You're so recording. His favorite food is his dad. His favorite food is his dad and sister's pizza. Okay, that makes more sense when you read it out slowly. He wishes to be a science teacher when he grows up. His birthday is on April 4th, 2012, and he's the older twin by 5 minutes. Angelina/Angie Street. Angie is a 6-year-old who is friends with Lapis and Morgan. She is a Viribot and is fortunately very stable. She's introverted and very smart, and she isn't one to talk much. Her favorite color is magenta. Her birthday is on February 24th, 2012. Her favorite food is chicken nuggets. Dominic Hathaway. Dominic is a friend of Lapis and Morgan's. He is a Viridroid and all robot parts are internal, and he's very little of them. Okay. His favorite color is cornflower blue. He's 6 years old and is a big prankster. His favorite food is pizza. His birthday is on September 27th, 2012. Silvestro Castellio. Sil is a friend of Kenzie's. He is a human. He's pretty grumpy a lot. He doesn't have the best grades. His favorite color is berry red. He's 14. His favorite food is Hot Pockets, and his birthday is January 4th. And then we're just gonna skip over all of these because I don't want to show it. For fun, I made future kids, but none of these actually show up in the story, so don't get excited. Carolyn Lily's son, since his body has some parts of his mother's, most notably her hair, and her mom's sclera, dad's blue iris, messy hair, mom's white sclera, blonde hair, mom's personality. Jasmine Underhill, Leon and Vicky's daughter, a variant that didn't inherit virus powers. Mom's green eyes, wavy hair, dad's blonde hair, dad's personality. William Jackson, Caroline and Jesse's hair. No, fuck. Caroline and Jesse's son, mom's hair. Kimberly Glass, Kenneth and Caitlin's daughter. Jamie Castellio, Sylvester and Kenzie's older child. Jordan Castellio, Sylvester and Kenzie's youngest child. Vanessa Headley, Nelson and Nora's older daughter. Stephanie Headley, Nelson and Nora's younger daughter. Tabashi Himura, Futoni and Hiroshi's older son and oldest child. Megami Himura, Futoni and Hiroshi's older daughter and second oldest child. Yuichi Himura, Futoni and Hiroshi's younger son and third oldest child. Momoko Himura, Futoni and Hiroshi's younger daughter and youngest child. Hathaway, Dominic and Morgan's older son and child. Amethyst Hathaway, Dominic and Morgan's younger daughter and child. Xavier Underhill, Angie and Lapis' son. Species, robots. Robots are entirely built out of metals, wires, circuits, gears, you name it. You can buy a robot and make one. Robots last a while, and if a robot breaks, it can be easily fixed unless they have a virus in their system, then that's a problem. They can't do human stuff like eat food, swim in water, be in the rain, or be in the cold. They survive off of batteries that need frequently replacing. They can also appear less human. If robot couples want to have children, they need to build them. Each robot is an official adult at around 13 or more, the age when a robot can care for children. Can't marry until 18. Android. Android are a mix between humans and robots. They're either built or born. When they are built, they are less human. Usually female humans and male robots can give birth to children, while male humans and female robots build children. I feel like it should be building kids either way. Anyone can build an android, but only female humans at the moment can give birth to androids. They are still working on this more, though. Droids mostly can do human stuff, and it is rare when they are unable to do this stuff. Their bodies are mixed with human and robot parts. Sometimes it can be difficult for some, because certain parts of their body are robot-like and don't work properly, so scientists are working on solutions for this. Androids with mostly external robot parts may have trouble doing human stuff, while those with mostly internal robot parts won't be affected as much usually. Viruses are basically computer viruses. They can be old or new viruses, and many viruses choose not to come out, and if they do, they normally go to cause trouble and commit crimes. There's only about 1,000 viruses in the world, and few care for children. Human. They basically are always born and can do all human stuff since they're humans. The normal life expectancy at the moment for them is 21. Adults have been dying before kids reach ages of 5, and 80% of kids will have to be taken care of by a robot or something. Once parents' children reach 5, what? Then they will live a normal life without fear, of something happening to the parents. Virions are a mix of humans and viruses. They can always do human stuff, and sometimes can be unstable. They can be made stable with technology, friends and family and friends, and Virion therapy. What the fuck can family and friends do unless they were like can do mechanical shit? I don't understand. There's a notification on my Discord. Hold on. Okay. A Viridroid is a mix of a virus and an android. They can usually do most human stuff unless they have lots of external android parts. Viridroids at the moment are legal, but few Viridroids exist in the world right now. Okay, there is more than that. There was definitely more than that. Viribots. Oh, fuck. No, I don't like when it does this. Fuck. Okay. My computer's being weird. Let me end this for now. Okay, hopefully it's good now. Viribots. Hi. What's up? Stuff. I'm recording. Really? I am, yeah. Recording. For YouTube, I'm reading Robot Protectors. What is Robot Protectors? You don't remember Robot Protectors? No. It's the Robot Destroyers. There were no robot destroyers. I am the robot destroyer. Oh, mean. Anyway. Oh. Viribots are a mix of viruses and robots. They have a 50-50 chance of being able to do human things.
They're illegal.
Because many
What the
times
hell? Bro.
Viribots were such built. Fuck.
I want
Have been affected harshly by their virus variant and have caused them minor or major problems to their life. They have been banned since late 2015, and any born after that were illegal.
do they kill children?
No, before ban, they have been legal since 2010 New Year's. So any child born after the years 2015 to late 2015 are legal, while the rest are illegal. If one of them were to be born today and the government finds out, depending on either fine the parents a large sum of money, but however will allow the child to live with people like scientists to try and solve their problems if they have, or if someone else taken the child if they cannot be taken care of.
What the hell am I reading?
Scientists do allow virus and robot couples to adopt another child as their own, or build a robot, either completely robot or the building placement. I feel like part of this makes no sense.
Okay, Stan, can you explain what this is supposed? Go back. Explain what the hell this means.
Viribots. Virus and a robot. Basically, because viruses are viruses, most of the time it like makes the robots malfunction.
There's no webcam on, right?
No.
Okay.
I would never turn on the webcam. Anyway, cyborgs. Cyborgs are humans that gain robotic parts such as robot arms sometime in their life. It doesn't affect their children if they have no robot parts and 100% human. Why is it phrased like that? This doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's move on to the
Who wrote this?
Me.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am ashamed, actually. Anyway, I should be sued. Wait, okay, Lily the robot. Who's it gonna do this shit again?
Hello,
like
friends,
playing
and
YouTube. I
welcome
don't
to
want it
another
to play
video.
YouTube
This
right now.
week, I'm going to be trying rug tufting for the
happening?
first time. And yes, I am armed and dangerous.
Dangerous.
Now, as some of you guys may know,
Stop.
I love me a
Well,
satisfying
Maybe you
craft
have
video.
a Viribot or whatever.
It's a Viribot. First one.
Oh,
Okay.
kill yourself.
Chapter 1. I have to help him. Jess. My name is Lily, and I'm a robot. I help a kid named Jess. Today I need to help him with his math. I have picked a private in-school tutor and wrote down the equation answer. He said, "Oh," which shows me I thought his answer was correct.
What?
Sometimes this kid is smart. Sometimes not so much. Okay, I have a Why is it so dramatic? I have to help him, Jess. He needs me. And then I help him with his math homework. I'm reading the next chapter. Why are these chapters one slide along? Oh yeah, loving this chapter. That's 1, 2.5. No, not sorry. 1, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5. Wait, this is like 9.5 sentences. Jess has friends like every other normal kid. His friends were Caitlin and Kenneth. What happened? No, maybe Lily killed them. They also have other robots to help. We, as what? They're not robots. One of them's an android and the other is a virus. They also have other robots to help. Wait, what's the difference between robots and androids? In this world, robots are like fully like made of not human stuff like gears, and androids are like part robot, part human.
So then what's a cyborg?
Cyborg is a human that like loses limbs or something.
What?
So they get like
That's
a robot.
Someone who gets prosthetic arms.
Yeah.
We, as robots, hung out while Kenneth and Jess were tutoring Caitlin. Isn't that the robot's job? Wait, okay.
I don't know.
It was a lot of Kenneth. What? It was a lot of Kenneth that helped with the equations and stuff. Vic and Harold. Who are Vic and Harold?
The other
Okay.
robots.
Vic and Harold asked why I took notes instead of getting a break. But I still want to, so they just kept Kenneth is a very smart kid. Before I get into that, well, he are their guardians because their parents died. What? Died in a car crash at 4 years old. Be sad. They were young and they were super. What is he? Who is young and not super close? Are the parents young and not super close? Kenneth's mom / guardian is Vicky, and Harold's daughter Caitlin.
3 Jess
Jess is very good with work. He is neat with work and gets to work right away. If you're wondering why I'm saying this, I'm actually the school's chemistry teacher. What? What is the elementary school chemistry teacher?
I don't think she's an elementary school teacher. I don't know. Maybe middle school? I don't know. The version was weird.
This is another version?
Yeah. Well,
I'm actually the school's chemistry teacher. I watched as Jess walked out of the room. I wrote in my notebook. I have dreamed about writing a novel, so I've been trying so hard.
chapter 4.
As time passes, I realize Jess and his friends are going to change the world. With skills like that, he could become a chemistry teacher like my whole family line, or he could do something different too, which is okay too. I'd be sure to give him extra tutoring whenever possible, because I don't know what he wants to be, and he doesn't either. What? What do they mean? He is going to change the world, and then like, oh, he's gonna be a chemistry like. I'm sorry, Mr. Don't. I'm so sorry to my chemistry teacher, but you are not going to change the world. Anyways, he's suddenly gained interest in mechanics lately. I'm not sure how this happened, but I'm proud. He recently also made a friend named Kate. What? Didn't they already collect her? Wow, what's happening? She is good at art, but doesn't care about school or her grades. Caitlin has a friend named Kenneth. He is the smartest kid in the school. He and Kenneth tutor her whenever I meet with the guardians. Caden's guardian. Why did I say Caden? Caitlin's guardian is named Harold, a shy little android. Kenneth's guardian is a virus named Vicky. We nickname her Vic. She is very eccentric. Go to Harold. What? Oh, is the point of view from Harold now? Oh.
Yeah. Chapter
Oh.
She needed help really bad. All she does is doodle on her work, and this makes her homework assignments not done. ADHD. Tomorrow she needs to hand them in. She's practicing, which is a small number, but still a lot. What the hell are you doing?
I just ruined your audio card.
I looked at it, and what she needs to do is write a Google Doc first draft for a math dividing project, then a science where she writes a current events article about what she learned about plants. Then in social studies, explore you can choose and write an article. In music theory, write an original. Write at least paragraph in different language.
Okay. Then write at least paragraph in different language. Sorry. What? I don't know. So Google Doc for like why are you writing a Google Doc for a math project? No. Right now, Caitlin is hanging. Right now, Caitlin is hanging with her friends. Kenneth and Jess are over and tutoring her. It's a big help, and I can tell he likes her a lot. Jess and Kenneth gave her a makeup computer assignment to do, and they helped her on their computer. And when done, they sent it to us. After they all exchanged phone numbers, I went to my parents. Chapter 3 is Christmas. What?
Five presents each from everyone. Caitlin gave Kenneth a textbook on high school calculus. She gave me new calculus ones. Just a textbook about computers. She even got the parents' gift.
What?
She got Lily some new dresses and Vicky a zombie apocalypse series. Then we went and saw my family. Caitlin played with her cousins so well too. Chapter 4. Christmas party, I drove home with Kaylin. She and I got lots of presents, and then she was asleep and probably tuckered out from all of the Christmas joy and everything. She has some projects she needs to do.
You know what I have to say to that?
What?
These kids are in elementary school. Why do they have projects on Christmas?
Oh no!
I'm going to end the lives of their teacher. Especially Lily, because she's the chemistry teacher.
Chapter 5, Caitlin just finished all her projects and things, so now she's drawing with her art box. Caitlin also has another Christmas gift. She's getting a mother by the end of the break. His name is Nelson and he is 10 years old. He is so kind and cute. Now that all the notebook pages in here are filled, I'm gonna pass on this story to my friend Vicky. Go to Vicky. He's adopting a son.
No, that's not what doesn't make sense. If the notebook pages are full, how is he giving it to Vicky?
No! Vicky the Virus, book 3.
Kill yourself.
No! Really, you're gonna get me demonetized, even though I don't.
Demonetized.
Chapter 1. I am Vicky the Virus. I help Kenneth spelled wrong in school, and he is very smart. The only problem is he's worried he could be failing. Well, I think he deserves this campus. He's so smart, he could go to college right now. I checked his answers, and they were all correct. I'm not even surprised. I feel bad for Harold the android. he needs to teach Caitlin a lot of stuff. One time I had to help take care of Caitlin because Harold was broken, but he got fixed. And when I had to help with Caitlin's homework, it was just chaos. I almost broke myself. I wonder how Harold even takes care of all. All one sentence.
One. Okay. I almost broke myself. Is that saying I almost killed? Oh my god, Vicky, I didn't mean it. Don't do it.
Chapter 2. After a nice Christmas break, he is excited to go back to school and has learned a lot too. He knows a lot because of that calculus textbook, and I'm really proud. He really is interested in learning so much. He goes to school almost every day. I don't know how he manages that, but that is kind of.
He goes to school almost. Don't most kids do that? Hello?
I don't know, but a lot of kids have recently had to start living with robots because of the recent drama happening. Basically, studies say that only a small few of 5-year-olds have a chance of surviving their childhood. Can die easily nowadays, and they die even faster before children turn 5. In this case, and once they all grow up, they should attempt to have a child and hire a robot to help. I know that Kenneth will most likely have a kid with Caitlin. Excuse me? What? What? Then I have to protect their baby until they are 5. It will be hard since I have to protect the baby for 5 years, but I will manage. Chapter yet. What's mean? Look at Dystopia? Why are people dying before 5? And why are the parents dying so easily nowadays? No, what do they mean? I know Kenneth will have a child with Caitlin. She has a gift of promise. What? I don't know. I don't know. I think I wrote this in like elementary school, so obviously extremely thrilling writing.
Terrifying. This is terrifying.
After the holidays, Kenneth was tutoring Caitlin once again. This might sound weird. Bishop, Kenneth, and Caitlin. Why? Because they would be a cute couple.
They are in elementary school.
Even know how old they're meant to be right now.
To be in elementary school, why would you be writing about like high schoolers or middle schoolers? Maybe, honestly.
No.
You maybe you're writing about adults and you don't understand what they are.
Right now, Kenneth is teaching Caitlin how to be a good student. That's good. No, he pulls off tutoring Caitlin because it was in the first chapter I had to tutor her, which was chaos. They are just so cute together. I'm glad we are celebrating New Year's with Kenneth's friends. Wait, what? What?
What happened to Jess? We haven't seen Jess in a while.
I don't know.
He just died before he got to old.
Pretty sure he's past 5. Chapter 4. It was New Year's. We waited for guests to come. It was about 11:30. Kenneth greeted his friends, and I greeted their parents. We hung out until 11:50. I turned on the TV and put on the news channel. Then when it was 11:59, we counted down. When it was 2017, we celebrated so much. After that, we went to bed in their houses of...
They went to bed in someone else's house, not in their own house. We went to bed in how much?
I guess they all did like a little house tour.
All left and went to someone else's house to sleep.
Yes. Chapter 5. Kenneth was typing stuff on the computer. He was writing an essay for school. Spoilers.
Wait. If he's 18 and is about to graduate, why is the calculus textbook seen as such a big deal? Because, like, what?
Right now, he's 18 and is about to graduate. His essay was about how school this year was and some possible plans for the future. He's worked hard this whole year, and I'm so proud of my little boy. He's planning on becoming a math teacher.
Bro, if he's so smart, why is he a goddamn math teacher? What the fuck?
I also agreed to babysit my friend Leon's kids. He's a single dad, a girl and boy twins who are both 6 years old and my... Really listening. I might even adopt another kid. He probably cares about the others, so I also let Lily and Harold write about Caitlin and Jess. Finally, we're back to Jess.
I hate
Chapter 6. Hello, it's been a while since I've written in this notebook. Jess has been doing great this year.
Why is 18th birthday right?
Well, 18th birthday was just yesterday, June 16th. He's doing the same essay as Kenneth about this school year and what he plans on doing. He's decided to become a software engineer. I'm going to be adopting a new child at some point. We haven't decided yet, but I hope to get the new kid home before it goes to school so they can meet. At this point, we've all decided to discontinue this notebook and I'll get our own. Maybe we'll let the kids write in them too. This notebook won't really be used. I'll pass it on to Harold, and we've agreed to let him keep it so we can start on a fresh slate. And he can write more personal stuff in his notebook. Chapter 6. Hey, it's me, Harold. So Caitlin did the same essay as Jess and Kenneth. Ow, oh my god. She decided to head to an art school near Kenneth and Jess because they wanted to be able to talk to each other and stuff. Keeping this notebook, but I'm putting the old pages away in a safe place. I will now start to write more personal stuff in this notebook. Well, bye! Wow. Vicky didn't even get a chapter 6. This sucks.
Vicky's the worst character.
Oh, this is the diaries.
Vicky's the worst character.
I think this came after.
Vicky's the worst character. Wait, open the thing back up again.
Hold on. Fuck.
Damn, you're just showing your history to everyone like that?
I can put it away. I don't know.
You can put it away. Why'd you edit it 8 days ago? Also, wait, I thought they said 2017 in one of these.
I think this is a copy. I copied the original.
Where is the original?
Either I deleted it or it's on my school account. I think I wanted to like
Kill yourself.
Sorry.
Well, ooh, what is this?
Wait, no, we gotta read this first.
I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person, and I should be ashamed.
Chapter 1, Harold's Crest. Crush. Harold.
Harold's Crust? There's not much to read about that.
That
didn't sound interesting.
Your notebook. Anyways, Caitlin has some really amazing art. She's got a realistic drawing, but she hopes to draw cartoony stuff after college. Not sure who she got this from, but it's cool nevertheless. Anyways, is it bad to be crushing on your friends?
Oh!
I like Lily. I feel sweaty and nervous around her. My face gets red and my heart is pounding so hard I can hear it loud and clear. But I have Nelson and Caitlin to take care of. Oh, besides,
I love stuttering when I'm supposed to be writing.
I could crush on a friend. Gosh, my hands are so sweaty just writing about this. Chapter 2, Vicky's prediction. Vicky, I've been noticing something up with Harold, and I know what's up. He's a shy boy, man. Anyway, so he's been acting more shy and blushy than ever around Lily. He must be in love with her. I've got to talk to him about that. He probably wouldn't be so quick to tell me this information like that. But I do have an interest in someone. I know this guy named Leon who's nice, father to a daughter and a son who are also twins, and he's single. It can be flirty and it not being obvious to him, but I can tell whether or not he's flirty or not. He's not that slick. Let's get him. Why did he write it like that? I don't know. Chapter 3, Kenneth's worries. Kenneth, okay, so my mom and her friends are all writing in a notebook, so I'll be doing it too. So I'm going to college soon, which means I'm basically an adult now. Really afraid that if I make any mistakes, it could mess up the rest of my life and to make getting a job easier. Hey, what? Messing up the rest of your life makes getting a job easier. Perfect. I know what to do now. Years until I'm an adult. So,
I thought they said he was 18.
Yeah.
Hello?
Until like 21, I think. Where was it?
All the mistakes I've made in the past could be mistakes that make getting a job hard.
Oh. Never mind then. Now I feel more stressed about writing this, so I'll change the subject. Let's talk about, just believe it or not, I have one. I just don't really like telling anybody. I actually like Kaylin. She's more talented than me, and she's really sweet. Oh no, I'm being mushy and weird. I'm going now.
I don't think this is how people write in notebooks. Also, Lily's noticings. No one writes like that.
So I started.
Cry. I'll be right back.
So I started to write in my own notebook. Let's get that clear. So I've been noticing how Harold acts shy around me. He's stuttering on every word. His face gets red and he's been sweating a lot. That might be due to him working out and stuff, so I can excuse that. He told me he likes someone and Vicky said the same, but who could it be? Wait a second. I think I know who that is. Well, Jessie is confirmed to be getting a little sister. She's 14, and her name's Mackenzie Starr. I hope she'll be in time to see Jess before he's off to college. Well, I must talk to Harold now. Hey, I'm back. I'm going to finish. I'm really close to the Chapter 5, Jessie, the third wheel. Jessie. Okay, so you know how Caitlin and Kenneth are hopelessly crushing on each other but can't tell each other for some stupid reason? Okay, I'm literally screaming, but yeah, so over the years I've become more of their third wheel. They act blushy and kind of flirty, question mark, with each other. They really need to get together soon. I'm gonna step in if they're not together by the end of the first month in college. That's all I can really write about. See ya! Chapter 6, Caitlin's Wishes and Worries. Yay! So now's the time the boys and I are gonna head off to college. I'm so excited. I'm also a bit worried that I may not see the boys a lot. Especially Kenneth. I kind of have a crush on him. It's you know, he's just so smart and really nice, and he's probably going to be successful than me in our lives because he's majoring in math and I'm majoring in art. I have to tell him soon. I hope to make lots of friends in college. Maybe Jess can get himself a girlfriend there. I'll work with Kenneth, so he won't be alone. Caitlin. So chapter 7, Caitlin's excitement. Hey, so me and the guys are finally heading down to college. We're all going to a STEAM college. Science, technology, art slash design, engineering, and math. College we're going to is called Valley View University. I'm excited to be able to draw tons and tons of art every day. Each day. I hope I can also get with Kenneth. You know about my feelings for him. I stay dreaming. So, Chapter 8, Jesse's Friend. So Kenneth, Caitlin, and I got to the college. It's nice, but I met a girl at the library, so when I was working on some homework for school in the library, I realized I forgot a pencil. I went to the nearest person with a pencil. Shit. I saw a girl at a table reading a book, and she had jet black hair that was long and looked pretty. So then she looked up at me and asked, "You need something?" So I responded, do you have a pencil I can borrow?" She nodded and handed a pencil to me and kept reading. I didn't want to bother her, so I went to another table. She seemed really nice, and I wanted an excuse to see and talk to her again, so I purposely forgot my pencils when going to the library so we could talk. Today I asked her for a pencil again. She gave me a pencil and also offered for me to sit at her table. She didn't have a book today, so I ended up forgetting to do my homework. And she was working with there the whole time. It was annoying to do it at like 8:15 p.m. because I normally don't do it then, because I use that time for some free time. Chapter 8, Kennedy's first entry. So I just got a notebook. So after spending 10 years in an orphanage, since many robots had taken care of an almost impossible amount of children, the law says that they may only take care of 15 kids at once, and they are officially out of their care when they move out and get a job, whether big or small, and can provide for themselves. So robots, androids, and viruses sometimes may take in that many, so that more kids have families. I'm excited about finally having a real family. My mom, Lily Java, is a robot. She's really nice. My older brother Jesse Jackson recently went off to college. He promised to spend some time with me when he comes back in the winter. At school, I unfortunately haven't made many friends yet. My mom plans on getting me a cat, so I'm not super lonely when she's not home. Well, next time, notebook slash diary slash journal. Great. How much time is this recording been going on? 40 minutes, holy shit. Okay. Okay, let's read this one first. Extended stories. This talk is just for robot protectors. When I want to expand on certain chapters, because sometimes one-side chapters just aren't enough. These won't be in order like Kingdoms, though. Chapter 5, Jesse, the third wheel. About how Jesse is the third wheel. Jesse lay in his bed playing some video games. He heard a knock on the door downstairs and ran to the door. He put on some shoes and opened the door. "Hey, Jesse," Caitlin greeted. "So where are we going today?" He puzzled. "We're going on to this carnival that's on town," Kenneth replied. "All right, hold on. Let me tell my mom I'm heading out," he said as he turned around. "Mom, I'm going out." "Just be back by 8," she yelled from the kitchen. Then the trio started heading to the carnival. When they arrived, Caitlin seemed much more excited than before. "It's so colorful," she shouted. "Let's try a roller coaster," Kenneth suggested. "Try something more mellow, like that weird ride over there." "Why don't we just split up for a bit and do whatever we want for a little?" Jesse proposed. Kenneth and Caitlin agreed, and the trio temporarily went their separate ways. Caitlin went on a bunch of mellower rides, while Kenneth went on the big, scary adrenaline rides, and Jesse went on wherever. While walking around, he saw Caitlin and Kenneth on the Ferris wheel, next to each other, and also looked like they were almost touching hands. Jesse smirked and hid somewhere as he watched the pair. After they got off, they both texted Jesse, and his phone was silent due to it being shut off. "Wonder where he is. Let's wait on the front and see if he'll meet us there," Kenneth suggested. He watched as the two walked to the front. He followed them while staying hidden. After they waited for 15 minutes, Kenneth finally said, "Let's just text him saying we went home. I'm sure he can get home." "But what if he can't?" "Kate, he literally walks to and from home and school. I'm sure he knows where he's going. All right, if you say so, Kenny boy, she teased. Stop using that nickname. It's so bad. Oh, but I like it. Stop. Jesse chuckled at their cute interactions with each other. Also mentally noted their nicknames for each other. After a couple minutes, he hit her home. Mom, we've informed Caitlin and Kenneth, he smirked. Let's hear it. That's a weird ending, but okay. Jeez. Okay. Welcome. Try to read the diaries and the older stories to get a feel for what happened before this started. Earth inhabitant 440. Chapter 1, Moving In. Jesse placed a photo of him and his parents into his box. He almost teared up at the thought. He shook his head frantically as he whipped his eyes. Mom! I finished cracking, he ordered his mom. In comfortably Java, Jesse's adoptive mother. She just nodded. Help me pack this into the car, will you? She asked, and Jesse nodded. They worked together and loaded every box into their car. And they even checked for any missing boxes as well. Well, you can go. You can go do whatever you want, since you won't exactly be back here until the winter. Lily waved off Jesse. He hopped onto his bed and grabbed his phone while Lily tied up the house a bit. Jesse, hey, do you guys want to hang out? 2:36, August 28th, 2018. Paint Lady, sure, where to? 2:37, August 28th, 2018. Blonde Sasuke, sure, I have nothing else to do. Jesse, the ramen place for old time's sake? Paint Lady, sure. Blonde Sasuke, sure. Jesse then went out with his friends to grab some ramen before they were shipped off to college the next day. Jesse went to Kenneth's house first, who he jokingly called Blonde Sasuke. But to his surprise, Caitlin, otherwise known as Pain Lady, was already at his house, so they could immediately head to their favorite ramen place. I really can't believe we're going to college, Jesse commented. Caitlin nodded in agreement. Yeah, I'm excited, she cheered as she pumped her fist into her air. Kenneth chuckled at her reaction. As long as we know what to do, I think we'll be okay. As soon as Kenneth said that, their ramen arrived, and they all started to devour the delicious ramen that they won't taste again until wintertime. That was exactly what I needed right now. Well, see you guys at school, waved Jesse as he turned down the street his house was on. Jesse? I want to ask you something, Lily asked Jesse. Jesse looked her for what she wanted. What? Well, since you're going away to college now, things will be a bit lonely. Would it be okay for me to adopt another kid? She asked. Jessie just smiled and nodded. Lily nodded and smiled in return. She gathered her things that were spread all across the dining room table so Jessie could sleep. Caitlin, one of Jessie's dads, was at her oh fuck, one of Jessie's friends is at her house with her caretaker slash Andrew dad, Harold Gigabyte, and her brother, who he adopted only 3 months ago, Nelson. So that's everything then? He asked as he fiddled with his robot arms. Caitlin gave a thumbs up. Dad, you don't need to worry so much. I'll be fine, she reassured him. Fuck. Just stick with Jesse and Kenneth, please. Not at all times, of course, but, I think you know what I mean. Jesse stuttered as he face-palmed himself. Nelson laughed. Nelson's best friend Nora was also there, and she handed Caitlin a card. Caitlin chuckled and patted Nora's head, and she smiled in response. Caitlin checked her phone very quickly. Kenneth was texting me. I'll be home later. Caitlin waved by as she ran out the door to Kenneth's house. Kenneth, on the other hand, was with his mom, a virus named Victoria, or Vicky, as her fellow robot friends named her. He did, in fact, invite Caitlin, which they hung out until they were invited to get ramen with Jesse. They all headed to bed, and soon they awoke, knowing exactly what was going to happen next. The three kids had different reactions. Caitlin almost throwing up while getting into the just says the Kenneth smiling all right, and Jesse with the same bored face he usually had on for absolutely everything. They finally arrived, and they grabbed their bags and boxes while saying their goodbyes. They stood in front of the college, marveling at the size of the building. They were finally here. Chapter 2, Dorms. After a long and boring orientation, the three kids went out to find their dorm rooms. Okay, so my dorm room is right here, Caitlin said aloud. She unlocked the door with her key and opened the room. The room had a mini fridge, a TV, two beds on each side of the room with a ladder going up to them, and under them a small desk, as well as a white open door with a bathroom inside. On the left was a girl with super long, strawberry blonde, and blue eyes. She turned her head, and upon noticing the tiny group, she gasped and quickly got up from what she was doing. Hello. Oh, she now looks at you are? She asked politely while holding a hand out for her to greet. Keelan Thorburn. I'm majoring in art. Oh, and these two are Jesse Jackson and Caitlin Glass. She introduced her friends. Well, I'm majoring in art too. She smiled. Caitlin set down her boxes near her bed quickly. I'm going to be chilling with these two for a bit, so I'll see you later. She waved, and Chanel waved as well as Caitlin closed the door behind her. I lost my place again. The boys' dorm rooms were on the other side of the dorm building, so it took a while to get there. Once they got there, they headed to the boys' dorm. By some sort of luck, Jesse and Kenneth ended up being each other's roommates, so they wouldn't ruin college for them. What? The room was pretty much exactly Kaylin and Chanel's, just with a different wall color. After helping the boys unpack a bit, she headed back to her room. Hey, back, she greeted. Chanel waved as she rose from her bed. Mind if I invite a friend or two over? She asked, and Kate nodded her head. Chanel grabbed her phone and started to text her friend. About 20 minutes later, a girl with long black hair and a girl with red hair tied into pigtails walked in. Chanel greeted the two girls on the women's side. Imagine being so boring you can't even put furniture in different places, joked the girl with black hair, turning a giggle from Chanel. Oh, Caitlin, this is my best friend, Lydia Zerdy. Chanel moved her hands toward her. And this is my roommate, Carlina My Doom. Lydia said, and this is my roommate, Caitlin Thorburn. Snell introduced her to her two friends, and the girls all said hi to each other. Cool, what's all your majors? I'm majoring in art/teaching, so I can teach at one of the schools in my town. Caitlin asked. I'm majoring in art. Not sure what I want to do exactly, though. I do sing, and I'm also a backup dancer for Lydia, explained Chanel. This made Caitlin's eye twinkle with excitement for what Lydia did. I'm majoring in singing stuff. I'm a growing pop star, and I've written some songs. I do fashion designing on the side as well. Lydia seemed to brag. It's kind of boring, but I'm majoring in woodworking. I have pretty much everything back at home, Carlina mumbled. The other girls nodded. They spent an hour chilling in the dorm rooms. Then Caitlin suddenly got a text. Kenny boy, Kate, where are you? I've been waiting for you at the restaurant for an hour. Caitlin, shoot, I forgot. Chanel invited your friends over and we've just been chilling and talking for a while. Okay, but can we do this again next week or something? Sure, just remind me next time. Jesse and I are probably gonna go to sleep. Don't sleep too late. Okay, Mom. Lol. Oof. I guess I do kind of act motherly since I grew up with my mom. Anyway, good night. Good night. Soon everybody headed to sleep, and they were, but also weren't ready for the year ahead of them. Chapter 3, the parent side of things. While the trio were making friends and having a good such bad time at college, the parents still have duties they need to do. Lily Java, as mentioned before, decided to adopt a daughter so she has something to do while Jessie was at college. Lee currently was sitting in a waiting room. A social worker brought out a girl with platinum blonde hair and red bows. The girl looked panicked. Lily Java, meet your new daughter, Mackenzie Starr, the lady introduced. Lily almost broke down. Lily, where's Mama and Papa? Asked Jessie. Lily shifted her face to the boy that had asked the question. She wiped her tears as Jessie struggled to jump up on her bed. Lily lifted him up onto her bed. Jessie, your Mama and Papa are dead. She hesitated. She expected a bad reaction, yet nothing from the boy. What does that mean? Jessie asked, like the curious little boy he was. Lily Java is meant. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. What does that mean? Jessie asked, like the curious little boy he was. Lily sighed. It means that they are gone. When will they come back? He whispered. They won't. I'm sorry, Jessie. She apologized as she hugged him close, and Jessie started to sob. Hello, Lily greeted with a smile. Mackenzie shyly waved. Here's all her things, yes? The social worker nodded. All right then. Mackenzie, come with me so I can take you to your new home. The ride to Lily's was silent and awkward. Many times Mackenzie tried to say something, but she hesitated and went against saying anything. When they arrived home, Mackenzie went inside and admired the house. She noticed the pictures over the fireplace near the door. One in particular that stood out to her was one of a seemingly younger Lily and a boy about 5 or 6 years old. Who's this? She asked, motioning at the young boy. That's my son when he was 5, Lily beamed. Where's he now? He and his friends went to college just yesterday, she explained. Mackenzie nodded, and Lily showed Mackenzie her room. Harold, on the other hand, was currently waiting in a sea of adults for Nelson and Nora to get out of school so they could go back home. Nelson ran to his dad and hugged his leg. Hey, how was school, you two? Harold asked. I was bullied again, but I beat them up, Nora boasted. Harold's eyes widened. Do you want me to tell your parents? He mumbled. Nah, I can handle it. Nora crossed her arms. Harold just sighed as he walked the two home. He helped the two with their homework, and the two played video games until Nora's parents came back, just as they usually would. Vicky decided that she instead would babysit for the parents that can't afford someone and made her prices cheaper. She currently sat in the dining room with the potential parent she might babysit for. So where are the kids anyway? She asked. He raised his pointer finger. Morgan, Lapis, come here, he called. The two kids came running. Say hi to your new babysitter, Vicky. Oh, and these are Morgan and Lapis. He introduced his twins to them. The two echoed their father, making Vicky chuckle a bit. Leon released his arms to let them go back to whatever they had been doing before. This is kind of an inappropriate question. But what happened to your wife? She whispered, leaning closer so the kids wouldn't hear, even though they were upstairs too far away to hear anything. Well, after they were born, she gave them to me and asked if just I could have them for a bit since we would take care of them together. She just didn't answer any of my text messages and didn't know what happened. Her ex-best friend approached me 6 months later after that and said that she didn't want to be responsible for them. Her best friend still helps me to this day, he explained. Vicky frowned and apologized, and he said it was okay. They gave each other a handshake and it was official. Vicky was going to start babysitting his kids after school from 3:15 to 6. Chapter 4, Connections and New Friends. Sorry. Oh, shit. Sorry to mention, but also the roommates, future significant others, Mark and Lydia, and personalities are probably going to walk in unless. Finally, it was the weekend. Kenneth made the mistake of having a 7 a.m. class since he couldn't really do anything about it. He had to just go with on Thursdays. Currently, Chanel and Caleb were in their room chatting about classes and art. Hey, are you doing anything today? Chanel asked with her phone in hand and jumped out onto the bed. Caitlin shook her head in response. Chanel jumped off her bed. Want to hang with my friends? You could totally bring your boyfriend and your other friend too, offered Chanel. Kenneth's my boyfriend, but I'll bring him along, said Caitlin. Chanel giggled a bit. You sure seem like you are, though. Get ready, Chanel remarked. Both girls texted their respective friends and got ready. As they went to go grab breakfast at IHOP, it became more complicated. Lydia, Chanel's best friend, brought along her brother, Juloa, and her roommate Juloa and her roommate Carlina. Juloa brought along his roommate Pete, and Carlina brought her best friend Danny. Pete brought along his best friend Kate, and Danny brought her roommate Futoni and her roommate Hiroshi. Just asked if you could invite a girl he met named Caroline. The check is gonna be fun to pay, Chanel complained. The girls asked for a bunch of numbers and added everyone to the group chat, announcing they would all try to find some way to split the check. The two took a table for 14, which was surprisingly open. They sat on the same side. A familiar voice greeted both, and the two groups said hi, but Caitlin noticed the unfamiliar girl with gray skin. They all got up so they could sit on the same side, in the order of Caitlin, Kenneth, and Chanel. But Caitlin saw the way Jessie smiled at this girl with a blush, and she suddenly thought she knew what was going on. She leaned in closer to Kenneth, who blushed a bit. Jessie get a girlfriend all of a sudden, she muttered. I don't know, he refuses to tell me anything. Kenneth shrugged. The rest of their oversized group arrived, and they all introduced themselves, which would bore you to death if I wrote out all the dialogue. Kate, do you have any siblings? Wondered Lydia. Kate smirked as he lowered his scarf, and that gave him a super dark and edgy style. 12, all adopted. There was a point I watched all the younger siblings, he boasted, making everyone suddenly want to ask tons of questions. See, Pete wants to hear about me being an awesome friend. They just can't get enough of me, Kate bragged Cade. He just nodded and glanced around the restaurant, but caught eyes with Carlina. Pete slightly smiling, and Carlina blushed a bit. Hiroshi and Futoni sat next to each other, Futoni scribbling a bunch of stuff while her eyes were half closed. Futoni-san, are you okay? Asked Hiroshi. Just like something out of an anime. Futoni held a finger up to his lips for a second, and he shut up. But that didn't make him any less concerned with her. He rested his head in his hands and watched Futoni do her thing. One question, Danny. What are you majoring in? Jessie asked. Sewing. I want to make a business that makes cosplay clothes. Possibly wigs, too. Danny explained. Everyone nodded their heads in interest as they ate their food. She did not force everybody to give a part of their money to her so she could pay the check with everyone chipping in. Left with 13 new contacts on their phone, which sounds like a literal pain to write. Chapter 5, Terrible Methods to Handle Stress, a story by Kenneth and Jessie. A week has passed, and the boys already have lots of homework and lots of stress. They currently sat in their sofa chairs in their shared dorm, trying to catch up through their homework. I have calculus to work through. What did you get? Kenneth questioned as he chugged his fifth cup of coffee. I have to draw these weird things in this computer program that cause an arm and a leg, complained Jessie. They groaned as they continued to push through. Well, halfway through, text appeared in the group chat asking if anybody would enjoy going out for some dinner. The majority said yes, while Kenneth and Jessie refused. Their deadlines for their stuff at 12. They ended up passing out. When they awoke, it was around the same time they usually woke up, and they raced to wake up and head to class. They didn't get time to check the Google Classroom for those classes, and panicked throughout the whole day. When they finally got a chance to see and try to work on it, they discovered it was due in 6 days. Oh shit. They face-bombed as they worked on their projects more. Chapter 6, Opening Up. Trigger warning, but I don't say what it's for, but okay. It was another school night. Thankfully for Jesse, he didn't have any classes that were extremely into the night, at least on this specific day of the week. He was kind of existing while waiting for Kenneth to get them their dinner. His phone vibrated all of a sudden, and he picked it up and swiped it. Hello? He instinctively called. Hey, it's Caroline. She spoke on the other line. Jesse noted how confident she sounded, just as always. Hey, do you mind if I tell you something about me? It's not very good, though, wondered Caroline, her voice now shaking. Jessie let her begin. Caroline started out by telling him that she was Virian, a half virus, half human. She has powers based on the I love you virus. A long time ago in emails, her powers are either deleting. Okay, this is just what you hear about. Back when she lived in her father's computer to be a virus, it was more based on the inside world of computers. After the government found out that her father was forcing her to live, she was born a virus. They were forced out of the world by those who work at the base of secret agents. And her mother at the time thought they were on vacation, but upon hearing what her husband's true motives for marrying her and having a child with her, she divorced him because he was also a rich man. They were forced to live half and half, and while the government tried to intervene, the judge refused, since he somehow happened to know her father. Somehow they were able to make the judge have Caroline only ever get to live with their mother. Dad didn't like this, though. He wanted Caroline to live in the virus world and his wife to comply, yet they hated him. He tried to manipulate the two of them so Caroline could live in the virus world. A virus child and a human. Half-human child are so much more different. You still couldn't see that. So when Caroline was older and would stay home alone, her father would break in, and when her mother came back, the scene wasn't pretty. Caroline sobbing and covered in bruises. They placed a restraining order, yet somehow the same situation would happen again and again. I believe the last time something like this happened was 1 year ago. Going back to the present, Caroline explained how she is afraid if Sun notices when alone and even fears sleeping at night. Somehow her father might get back to her. Recently, my father emailed me. He wants to attack the school. Oh my god, I don't remember this. This is just a warning to you and everybody. You all might have to learn to fight soon. He has somehow never been caught, Caroline sighed as she had calmed down a bit from her tears. After awkward silence, they said their goodbyes as Caroline hung up and texted their group chat. Chapter 7, Weapon Receiving Me. Before we begin, just let me mention that this originally was going to be a slice of life story. Interesting, I decided to throw in some evil to fight. I've decided that after I finish this weapon arc, I'll try to get the story completed as soon as I can. I met in the room as requested. Everyone was a bit confused since they weren't sure why they were supposed to meet up like this. Caroline appeared behind them and began to speak, but accidentally, she scared everybody. I called you all here to give you weapons. Why? Everyone asked. Well, everyone asked Jesse. Caroline sighed and she explained his story once again. Everyone had overacted, but Jesse and Caroline were the only serious ones. Together, they began to hand out their specially made weapons, and soon everyone got their weapons. Get ready, guys, because we're going to be facing my dad soon, Caroline exclaimed, immediately confusing everyone. Chapter 8, All for Nothing. Chapter... Caitlin, spoiler alert. This chapter is extremely boring. Wow, just wow. After a huge retelling of Caroline's story, everyone trudges their way to some unknown place way too far away. Finally, they arrived. They began to search around. Nothing. Caroline remarked, Nothing? Everyone else yelled and freaked out. Caroline pulled out her phone, which magically now served for whatever reason, and saw articles of her father being dead. He's already dead, she exclaimed. Everyone was confused, but then groaned and headed back to college, trying to make a miss work somehow. Well, at this point, the story's been cancelled. This was a long time coming, but basically, I like the concept. But there were no actual ideas for the story. My plans for this was minimum to get back home, and then a bunch of the characters at the minimum of Chanel and Lydia were gonna be in a weird musical singing night. They perform a bunch of songs from a variety of musicals. Something happens, and Caroline's dad attacks Lily. She attacks him, killing him for good, and actually, this time around. They're trying to finish reading. I know, but at the cost of her life.
Just die yet.
No, Jessie and Kenzie will be taken in by Harold. Kenzie is Jesse's younger sister.
I thought Jesse was an adult, and I thought his name was Jess and not Jesse. Who is Jesse?
Jesse and Jess are the same person, but basically, Jesse's dad and the daughter
Sorry, what?
would be taken by Harold.
Jesse's dad is being taken in by Harold?
No, Jesse and Kenzie would be taken in by Harold, who is absolutely devastated. He offered to get her fixed up, but it didn't work, so Futoni offered to reuse some of Lily's Futoni, a side character. Futoni offered to reuse some of Lily's parts to create a new robot, and she created Lily. Lily dies.
No, what? How?
So Jesse has a girl, like, there's this girl named Caroline, and Caroline has this evil dad who kills Lily. So Trinity offered to reuse some of Lily's parts to create a new robot, and she created Lily and Harold's son, Charlie. Years pass where most of the kids have grown up and whatnot. Harold is still coping and sees Charlie mostly as Lily, except Male and his son. Wait, excuse me, what? That has really bad implications. I don't like that.
Wait, read that again?
Harold is still coping and sees Charlie mostly as Lily, except Male and his son. Okay, actually, that makes it better.
I thought Harold was in love with Lily. That's kind of
Yeah. Except it says he sees Charlie mostly as Lily except male and his son, so I don't.
That's creepy. I can't believe it. Harold is gay for his son.
No.
That's creepy.
No, I think I know what I was going for. Okay, I never wrote more about that, but I believe I wanted to make Charlie tell him to stop, and he does. There was also supposed to be a chapter for the remaining characters' lives after graduating too. Well, this is the last time I'll revisit the stock, so I hope you enjoyed what the story was. Wow, that the ending was basically a Deus Ex Machina. Oh well.
What's a Deus Ex Machina?
A Deus Ex Machina is like a story ends really stupidly.
What's I thought what was that thing where like I don't where like something is about to happen and then some other person just comes in and save them? Isn't that? I thought that was a Deus Ex Machina.
I don't know. I thought it was Deus Ex Machina.
Who says Deuce?
I don't know. Anyway, this took so long. I want to be done now.
How long?
This recording was an hour long, but also we were talking for like an hour. But anyway.